In the NFL, defensive minds often take their time to rise through the ranks. But Nick Rallis is proving that his ascent is one to watch. As the Arizona Cardinals defensive coordinator, Rallis has shown remarkable potential, transforming a young, underperforming defense into one with a clear sense of identity and purpose heading into the 2025 season. After a successful stint with the Philadelphia Eagles, where he earned praise for his work with the linebackers, Rallis followed Jonathan Gannon and stepped into the role as the Cardinals defensive coordinator. And he had his hands full with a unit that was previously lost in mediocrity and not the most talented group to begin with. But with a keen understanding and unique use of scheme and a relentless focus on player development, Rallis has turned a group of veteran misfits and young players into a promising defensive core. Heading into 2025, he's becoming a dark horse candidate for a head coaching gig. With his strategic mind and ability to lead young talent, making waves around the league, his defense is beginning to reestablish the Cardinals' reputation on that side of the ball. And his leadership could soon earn him recognition as a coaching candidate in the NFL offseason next year. It may not be long before Nick Rallis is calling the shots as a head coach somewhere else, but for now he's a huge asset in Arizona who will be turning some heads this year. Let's take a look at how he got to this point. Nick Rallis' rise to defensive coordinator with the Arizona Cardinals is very closely tied to his relationship with head coach Jonathan Gannon, his former boss in Philadelphia. Gannon, who was the Eagles defensive coordinator at the time, quickly recognized Rallis' coaching potential and brought him on as a linebackers coach. He became the youngest position coach in the NFL at the time at just 28 years old. And Rallis quickly made a name for himself, helping develop standout players like Hassan Reddick and TJ Edwards, who would have career years while Rallis was the position coach. When Gannon became the new head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, it was a natural fit to bring Rallis along. The two have a strong working relationship, and there was nobody who knew how JG wanted the defense to run more than Rallis did, making him a perfect fit for the Arizona coaching staff. Another thing that speaks to Rallis and Gannon's relationship was JG's willingness to give up the play calling responsibilities. Many young head coaches who previously worked as coordinators keep the play calling, but JG completely handed the reins over to the young Nick Rallis. In year one as DC in Arizona, it wasn't all good for Rallis, as he led the 31st ranked defense in the league. Granted, the talent, or lack thereof, was probably worthy of being the worst, so having Marco Wilson as CB1 didn't give Rallis much to work with. But in 2024, that's when the team found their identity on defense. A top 15 unit that included a historic streak of not allowing a touchdown for 3 consecutive home games. As we approach the 2025 season, the Arizona Cardinals defense introduces several fresh faces that could make a significant impact on the field. With new additions like standout pass rusher Josh Sweat coming over from Philly, the unit is expected to have a much needed boost and finally be able to put pressure on the quarterback. The secondary has also been revamped, with rookie cornerback Will Johnson out of Michigan, who brings elite coverage skills and ball hawking ability to a young yet aggressive group. The infusion of veteran talent and young energy in areas like linebacker with Akeem Davis-Gaither, defensive line with Dalvin Tomlinson, and the return of Cards legend Calais Campbell, and a strong secondary should create a more dynamic and flexible defense, giving the Cardinals the potential to become more disruptive against both the run and the pass. These newcomers, along with the continued development of returning players, mainly Max Melton and Garrett Williams, along with defensive mainstays such as Budda Baker, Jalen Thompson, and Mac Wilson. They could help transform the defense into one of the more competitive units in the NFC by the middle of the season. But it would be ignorant to not mention the void that is left by a guy like Kaiser White, who was coached by Rallis in Philly. Brought over, made a team captain, and he surely helped Rallis earn the respect of the rest of the team. It wasn't the average player-coach relationship, as Rallis and White were so close that the Cardinals defensive coordinator even named his son after the team cap. At just 31 years old, Rallis is entering year 8 on an NFL staff. In year 3 as a play caller, He's still 5 years younger than the current youngest head coach in the NFL, Kellen Moore. So there's no rush for a promotion. But if this defense plays to their potential this season, Rallis is going to get a lot more attention next offseason, but hopefully he'll remain on the Gannon staff for a long time coming. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.